Good day, Charleston. Here are some recent headlines in local and South Carolina news. I'm Andy Brack, publisher of the Charleston City Paper. The staff at Charleston Gilliard Center, the city's top performing arts venue, is tired and diminished, according to a cover story in this week's issue of the Charleston City Paper. The organization that runs the Gilliard is scrambling to fill vacancies at all levels thanks to the pandemic's reset of work trends and a leadership change last year. The iconic Arts and Entertainment Center in downtown Charleston is also trying to untangle a confusing, complex fundraising relationship between two nonprofit groups that support it. But through it all, officials said the Gilliard is plowing ahead. Also in the May 18 issue that you can get on newsstands now is a series of stories that explore the 2022 Piccolo Spoleto Festival season, which opens May 27th. Learn about the Piccolo Chamber Music Series, including the healing and beautiful sounds of a homegrown harpist with an international reputation. This year's festival will begin with a bang May 27th with the Sunset Serenade at the U.S. Custom House on East Bay Street, with a rousing performance by the Charleston Symphony. And the 17-day festival includes several pop-up events across the city that will provide fun for the whole family. Go to charlestoncitypaper.com to learn about a tough love teacher named Inell Green of Charleston Development Academy. At age 80, she is retiring June 3rd, retiring for the second time after 6 decades of teaching. At Charleston County's Al Cannon Detention Center, the State Law Enforcement Division now is investigating life-threatening injuries to a female inmate who fell from a second floor. Also this week, on Tuesday, Charleston City Council approved the first reading of a measure to use just over $1 million from the city's hospitality fee to support the Ashley River Crossing project. Years in the making, this plan calls for construction of a bike pedestrian bridge across the lower Ashley River that would tie into the West Ashley Greenway and Bikeway. Coming soon to television, Charleston native and international singing sensation Darius Rucker is starring in a new home renovation television show called Rucker's Reno. It will follow him as he revives a historic mansion on Broad Street. The show is backed by South Carolina's Tourism Department and will address the Holy City's role in slavery. The show will be widely available this month on Design Network. Finally, here at home, Charleston ranked number 12 in top summer destinations in a study published by WalletHub. The Charleston-North Charleston metro area ranked 3rd in weather, 12th in cost of 3-star hotels, and 16th in local cost out of the 50 states across the country. Now turning to South Carolina news, COVID cases are rising again. On Tuesday, the State Department of Health and Environmental Control reported more than 5,500 people contracted the disease as a new variant that is ramping up across South Carolina. Meanwhile, South Carolina has the 11th worst rate of drunk driving according to a new report. It said the state reported more than 269 arrests per 100,000 drivers in 2020. South Carolina also had a total of 315 DUI fatalities, giving the state a severity score of 54.9, which is just 0.3 of a point behind the 10th worst state in the nation, which is New Mexico. Also this week, Governor Henry McMaster signed a measure that allows early voting in South Carolina. No longer will voters have to have an authorized excuse to vote early at county voter and election offices. They'll be able to vote 2 weeks before a primary. Registered voters can start early voting for the June 14th primary on May 31st. On Monday, Governor McMaster also signed 43 other bills into law, including a controversial measure that would ban transgender students from playing girls' or women's sports in public schools and colleges. In Georgetown County, authorities announced Monday they discovered the body of Brittany Drexel, a teenager from New York reported missing in 2009. Authorities have the alleged killer in custody. Next week in the Charleston City Paper, be on the lookout for our comprehensive coverage of Spoleto Festival USA and Piccolo Spoleto Festival. A half-dozen graduate school journalists will provide insights and reviews online and in print starting Wednesday, as well as the professionals in the news department at the City Paper. Well, that's what's been happening in recent days in and around the Holy City. For the Charleston City Paper, I'm Andy Brack. Look at us every day online at www.charlestoncitypaper.com and pick us up in print every Wednesday at more than 800 locations around the Tri-County area.